All right, welcome back, everybody. Hope you're doing well. I have been overdue, I guess, for a recap just because of the holiday and everything. I did a video yesterday on Warren because it was popping, but there's a handful of other stuff that I haven't covered. One of which has been Bob Arena. Of course, I covered it last week, but it was prior to launch, so I'm going to show you the gameplay, and then a couple others. So we'll just hammer those out. And if you guys are in these protocols, this will give you some good updates. But if you haven't gotten in or played around with Bob Arena, it's a play to earn game. There's a couple ways to play it. You can do this play, which I showed last time, if you want to actually steer around. This is my little character right here, and I can steer him around and go visit all these people and talk to them. There's another way to play which is easier for me. So you can go to these individual people and go get these assets that you need. You need to buy the crystals, you need to turn it into a character, then you need to go over into this section way over here, which is actually going to get you into the arenas where your guys are going to be battling and getting tokens and all that. My guy is in there right now putting in work, but it's easier for me to play through the UI, just a simple UI, just more effective as far as my time. So what this allows you to do is just do everything that you were going to do over in the kind of cool gameplay UI, just right here. So any other UI, you need to go find this character Mist, and then you can buy the crystals. Once you buy the crystal and reveal it, then you have a person, like a hero. You've created one of these heroes, and Angel is the one who helps you do that. If I had open crystals right now, and we can buy one real quick, I would click open, and then it would create a hero. Once you've got a hero, you can open the panel. It will show you all the heroes you have. I have 4. There's 3 that are sitting here, and 1 that's actually in the middle of the gameplay, and that's in the actual arena. So it sounds a little complicated, but it's actually pretty easy. If you want to play the game, you got to jump in here, click on Mist, and buy a crystal. In order to do that, you put how much you want to get in. Let's just say it's 0.1 BNB, and you can get 1 crystal for that. You can split it into 2 or 3. And of course, the more you spend on the individual crystal, the more powerful and more earning power it tends to have. So some of mine have like 0.2 is what I started with, and I went for 2 or I went for 1. Once I open those crystals right here, I put in the 2 that I had, clicked open, revealed my characters, and that's how I have these guys right here. Now there is a couple things that I want to do. I would like to actually select one of these guys and try to upgrade my hero. So since this one is power is higher than the rest, 0.273, I'm going to go with this guy to try to upgrade it. Now there is a risk here of doing this. There's a chance that when I go to upgrade my hero that he could die and then turn into a shard. So let's see what happens here. I'm going to upgrade this guy for 0.068. And yeah, it says right here, the warning shows that the hero could be lost. So the chance of the upgrade will fail. Let's give it a try. So it's going to cost me 0.068, which is $21 in BNB. BNB's on a tear. It's like 311 right now, so it's super crazy. But let's go ahead and do this and see what happens. Okay, it looks like it went through. Let's go ahead and reveal. And let's see what happened to him. Okay, luckily it was successful. It upgraded him to level 3. He now has that combat power of 0.467. So what I'd like to do is actually get him into battle, and I don't know what's going to happen if I go into my arenas and I finish my arena early. I've never done this before. So the time left before the arena ends automatically is this 4 days, 51 minutes. But I've just got my level 1 guy in there earning. I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to finish. We'll see what BNB that gives me and if I got any items along the way. Okay, so when I'm clicking on this, nothing's happening. So I'm assuming that I can't actually just kill my arena early, finish and collect unless I quit, and then that would forfeit any reward, which obviously I don't want to do. So I'm going to wait on this. I'm going to let this 4 days end, get this guy out of the mix, and then I'm going to go in and get my other heroes, and I'm going to put this level 3 guy in and see what he can do. So we'll see what happens. There's a bunch of different ways to play this. If I were to do it all over again, I would probably buy a couple crystals worth a decent amount, and then I would basically mint 2 characters, and then I would try to upgrade those characters, and whichever one looked better, I would pump that one into the arena first to be earning. But check it out. Link to the game is down below. It's just bobarena.tech. Game's pretty awesome. Like I said, you can play it over on the actual, I don't know, game interface, if you will, but for ease of use and just speed, I'm using this UI. Obviously, I covered Warren yesterday, so super pumping right now. 840,000 in total liquidity, so a little over 40,000, I believe, from when I made my video yesterday. Spark Swap saw a little pop. It was down at like 9 cents. Now it's up to 14, so good there. I'm just sitting here earning in the farms, and I'm cycling that back in. My strategy hasn't changed. The farms earn me the Spark I put the spark in the sparkler. Sparkler earns me LPs, which I put back in the farms. So I'm just going to continue to do that. If you notice, like I said, BNB's up to like 311 or something like that. A lot of altcoins are also doing really well. So with everything pumping, it'll be interesting to see how some of these smaller tokens do. And speaking of altcoins pumping, let me figure out how to show this and blur some stuff out. But if you haven't had the opportunity to get into Portfolio Masters, this is their new website. Again, I'll blur out all the names of the actual tokens, that way you can't see it. And I don't want to scroll through too much of this webpage, but there are several data points and things like that that you can see. I just don't want to share anything I'm not supposed to share. This is the VIP membership. So if you've got a membership, then you can already get in and see this. If you haven't, you're basically purchasing an NFT, which is going to give you access to all these details. And it's going to give you access to the VIP group that's in Telegram, but then also the Discord. And that's where you're going to see like the deep dives and the breakdowns of why they chose what token. But I need to do another individual video on this, so I'll probably do that soon. I've also got one lifetime membership that I'm able to give away, so that'll be super cool. We'll do some sort of contest. But with the recent pump, I've already basically made enough money to cover a lifetime membership, so totally worth it. Check out Portfolio Masters. I think this platform is going to be insane during the bull run and help me pick up a lot of altcoins and really pump my bag. All right, what else can I hit real quick? I just came in this morning and claimed what I've got down here in Foodtopian as far as my NFT rewards. So I just took my rewards, I went in and I bought another titanium NFT. Those are still available. And what these allow you to get is a percentage of the claim tax. So anytime you claim, of course, there's a tax. This NFT sitting in your wallet is going to give you a percentage of those claim taxes. So kind of nice. I basically own the NFTs, so I get my weekly percentage from those. Again, these aren't super degen rates. They're backed by our actual business in the real world. And when I claim those, taxes happen. Those fees would normally go to the devs, but in this case, they're going to go to titanium NFT holders. So super awesome, kind of a double dip there. Also doing well in my Street Vendor Wars protocol, earning 58.42. So this one's still looking good. Jumping over to Furio. Let me refresh here. As I mentioned in previous videos, I maxed out my wallet a long time ago, and what I was doing was just claiming to a Fury pool. I let a big balance grow in my Fury pool, but I had a 120-day lockup, so I just continued to let it grow without touching it. I didn't claim to Fury pool anymore. I wasn't doing any claiming or compounding. I let that full 120 days go, and then I pulled out like the $1,000 I had sitting there. Since then, I still have a maxed out wallet. I could just walk away from it, or I could do something with it. What I'm doing is I'm just taking all the tokens in my Fury vault, and I'm claiming to Fury pool every day. And so far I've already built up $50. So what's going to happen is I'm going to build this up probably to at least like a couple hundred. I will wait the 30 days. It'll be paying me a little bit of interest while it's sitting there, because it's the 14-day average 75%. So still getting a little APR there. Once that 30 days expires, I'll take out my couple $100 and I'll just rinse and repeat until I've fully drained the wallet. And it's probably going to take me like another year to 18 months to do that, but it has allowed me to actually get profitable in this protocol. So if you're in the same situation as I was, you got like a maxed out wallet or close to it, you could just continue to claim to Fury pool, let it build up, and then take your tokens out as USDC. Next up, Soleti. Soleti's still paying me. As you can see, I've got 565 available, so about 275 back, which is about a third of my total balance, which isn't too bad. They did just launch their PAM Forex trading setup. So this is where they're sitting now. This protocol has really steadily been growing. They're up at 95,000 now. So I'm interested to see if it'll get over 100,000, 1.43% here. They've got their trade report, so you can see everything they say they're trading. Down here behind my face, this is the performance of each day. They say they've got 287 trades since they popped this thing off. Win rate 72%, winners 209, losers 78. So new additions to the protocol here. Home obviously just takes you to my balance. I'd let this build up for a few days and then I withdraw that. I'm trying to get back to ROI really before I play around. The trade report we just looked at, of course. PAM Invest tab is how you get into this one. So if I've got 46 available, if I wanted to max that out, I could put that in here. You can put a referral code in if you want. You got to have 500 minimum to get into the Forex trading. So just be aware of that if that's something you're interested in. They still have their standard other two portfolios in here. 50 is the minimum to get into this one, 250 for this one. So Soleti is still running. Let's jump over to Shitcoin Miner on Polygon Land. This one's still cruising to still 66,000 total Matic in the pool here. With the dynamic rate, my estimated daily yield is down to 0.24%, so I'm not earning a ton anymore. But I am actually pretty close to ROI, even closer than the 67 shows because of the token price going up on Matic. I have been super diligent about reinvesting 50-50. I know some people have already got to ROI. I believe most of those folks probably had to do some claims in order to get there. But so far so good with this one. Again, I'm just going to let it build up, and I'm going to keep reinvesting 50-50. Next up, an interesting one is Carol. So Carol's actually still paying me. Let's jump over to the BNB side. I'm not earning a lot over here, and mostly because the token price has fallen so much, down to 0.0015. But there's still 141,000 in total liquidity. So there's a good amount of money there. It just, since the Carol token price is so low, it doesn't equate to much once you let it build up. So kind of got to let it build up a little bit and then claim, but I have ROI'd in this side, so it's not super bad. But I'd say if you're in it and have an ROI, don't give up on it. There's still some love coming through because it's got 140 plus thousand in TVL. You just got to watch out for this falling token price. That's the big thing. Now, on the other side, the base chain side, this is the interesting one. So what they did is, after the flash loan issue, all the issues, is they gave you these stakes that expire way out, April 4th, June 3rd, December 5th. So really a long ways out. In order to get these, you had to deposit more money, and that was kind of the scary thing. I decided to go ahead and do it. It was about $400 for that 0.1766 ETH. So I did it and staked the bond. If I would do it again, I would not stake this one. I would stake the longest one out, because it would basically forfeit this bond, and I'd be getting that 150% over on the stake side. And then once this one run out in April, I could cash in if it's still worth anything. But that was my mistake, did that a little too early. Now on this side, as you can see, they now have 85,000 in total liquidity. So people are actually going in and staking those so they can earn it. I mean, this is not too bad. So token price has been really solid. My daily income is decent. This one earns you at a much lower rate. So the base is only 1% instead of 2%. So you earn it a lot slower, but I've just been letting it build up because I want to get to ROI. And in the next day or two, I will, right? 0.17 ETH is what I put in to be able to bond that, or to take the bond and make it into a stake. And I've already got 0.15 of that back. So once I get to 0.17, I'm going to claim this. I'll be flat even on the ROI on my new investment. And then the rest after that is just going to be profit. So super interesting. Last but not least, let's jump over and refresh here on StableSwap. So 37.56, 22 here in USDC. For the most part, what I've been doing is just reinvesting. So let's go provide liquidity, and let's take this one because I need at least $25. We'll go 37.56, so we go a penny less. I'm going to confirm that. Confirmed. This is just my way of compounding back in the rewards, and as you can see, it's down here. I've now got 3,200 in current value, in which some of that is being earned at this 0.35%, and some of it is being earned at a higher rate for that early bird. So you can see that 0.35% is this 127, and then it was like 0.53 or 0.58 that is this 193.45. So far so good. 362.8 in total liquidity provided. So good growth in the protocol. There's one other thing that I forgot to mention over here in Carol. So Carol does have they came out with a new game. So their team came out with a game. You just got to click this little amber stone here, and it will take you over to stellum.io. As you can see, it's a play to earn game. You can get in, buy these NFT characters and play the game. I have not had enough time to really get in and play another game yet. But if this is your thing, make sure you come in and check it out because it looks cool. Anyway, that's it for most of the protocols that I'm in right now. There's a few others, obviously, but if I cover every single one that I'm in or getting in on every video, they'll be like 45 minutes long. So hope you're having a great day. I'll try to get another video, maybe 2 out this week. I got some cool AMAs coming up with some different protocols, different stuff that we've seen in the past. So let me get those scheduled. It'll definitely be a learning experience for me to dig deeper into some of the sides of crypto that I haven't really played with too much. And I think that's important to do right now because I think the bull run is incoming. So I want to position myself really well with portfolio masters, with maybe learning new chains, trying to understand aggregators better, all sorts of stuff like that. So if that is stuff that you are interested in, feel free to check the videos out on my channel. As always, really appreciate you guys watching. Your support means a lot. Looking forward to the next bull run so we can all really start having fun and making good money. Hope you guys are having a great week and happy investing.